Booger, thanks for joining us. Your takeaway from this game is what?
Michigan was clearly the better football team. It was a line of scrimmage game last night, and there was a Super Bowl. I can't remember which one it was a few years ago when Seattle played Denver, and everybody started to think that, man, maybe just maybe, really good offense had started to take over, and you could dominate a game with really good offense. And what happened? We saw the Seattle Seahawks dominate the Broncos, and I get the game was in New York, the weather was less than ideal, but really good defense dominated that game. And we came into this game, Dan, saying that, man, how is Michigan going to deal with Michael Penix and his accuracy and these three wide receivers, all of who are going to play in the NFL? Last night was another subtle reminder that really good defense beats really good offense. And it was a professional defense. Jim Harbaugh made a change a few years ago when he went away from Don Brown, the longtime Michigan defensive coordinator, and he got into this Baltimore Ravens tree of defense. It was Mike Macdonald. Mike Macdonald went back to Baltimore. He got Jesse Minter, but it was essentially the same system. And he did it to beat Ohio State. Well, lo and behold, Ohio State was very similar to Washington. Great quarterback, great athletes, three wide receivers, and really good defense dominated the game last night. And Michigan rushed for 300 yards, and they dominated the trenches. But the single biggest key in the game last night was Michigan's defense, and not what they did this year, but the change that Harbaugh made several years ago, going from Don Brown to this Baltimore Ravens style of defense. And that style is the number one defense in pro football, and it's the number one defense in college football.